You're excited to start the new year, really pumped to get into our new planning system. 20 years in process, we've been building this, and we're gonna go over some basics that will help you get your new year started. Before we do, just make sure you clean up your year. We do a lot of foldering. We had a new second brain system I'm excited about bringing to the world from our community. 2 of our black belts in our coaching system are building it, who are amazing people, have looked at second brain systems and said, hey, we've got a little better one. And I'm excited about that. Jurgen's amazing, German engineer, just smart people that are involved with us. So that's coming. But clean up your folder. So you want to put your journals in your 2024 or your past journals, whatever folder you're using. Get that cleaned up so you can start with a fresh, brand new slate, okay? And once you do that, we have 2 planners at MorningCoach.com that are free. One is grayscale, one is color. The new color one is here. These are 100% free. The navigation's unbelievable. The planners work great. We're going to talk about some of the systems that are in the planning systems, but these are 20 years of work. Many of you don't know I have a PhD, MBA. I worked 20 years in the coaching community. I've built this over 20 years, written books, 4 books. We're on our 5th and 6th this year. And also been in aerospace before that for 10 years. And probably, gosh, I'm 56 years old, going to be 56. So been at this a long time. So there's a lot of work. And not only me, I don't want to take credit for this. The community of people that we built over the past 20 years with Morning Coach contributes to this. So there's a lot to it. And I think if you're watching, you'll understand that. But we do have a small contingent of people that get angry and upset that we give this away for free and that we email and we talk about our coaching systems and stuff. So if you don't like that stuff, just unsubscribe or just unsubscribe for our emails or send an email to the team like, hey, I never want to see your stuff again. I'm totally cool with that because we're doing this as a win-win. Our community comes together, it allows us to do this, and then it allows us to build the business side of it. And by the way, just so you know, my mission and my wife's mission is we've built this wealth over the years, and I'm very fortunate I placed in Columbia and Florida. We're giving all our wealth away. We're giving it to animals, and that's why I do this, is we're building it bigger and bigger. I've never been financially motivated, not a big fan even getting on here on YouTube. I do things that I want to do, but we build these systems to make a difference in the world. And so if you're somebody who doesn't get that, it's totally cool. You don't have to be a part of my world, and I'm good with that. But if you're somebody who gets it, there's a lot going on here that if you just need the resources we give you, great. Use them, utilize them. If you want to work with me, fantastic. I'd love to work with you. We got a great community around the world of very intelligent, amazing people. I would say I have the best community in the world. By far, I can tell you that just the people, the quality that we have is unbelievable. And if you're just on the fringes saying, hey, what is this about? Hey, totally cool. There's no sale here. This is 100% free. If you don't want the emails from us after that, just unsubscribe, okay? So as we get into the new year, more importantly, let's talk about it. We want to get our planning done. And as I've helped thousands of people around the world over the years, one of the biggest issues is clarity, okay? So I want to go on this single sheet, but before I do, I want to go into this focus area. So if you look here in the planner, you're going to see focus, right? So if you go into focus, you're going to see a tactical mission. I want to go over what that is. And if you go to the next page, you're going to see a vision. These are 2 things that are really critical when it comes to planning your life. The problem with most people is they have too many things going on. That's where I wrote the Sacred 6. You can see it back there in Italian, El Sacro 6, is because people have too much going on. Organizations come to me and say, JB, we need help. We need structure, individuals. And so when we work with them, with our coaches and with the people that we have working with us and our consultants, first thing we do is say, okay, let's isolate what is the mission. So the mission to you, and we have an overall mission, I just told mine, is to give everything away, create literally millions and millions of dollars so that I can be next to St. Francis and 200 years from now somebody says, well, why is this no-kill shelter that saved thousands of animals? You know, who was this? Who's this guy that's there? Why is he next to St. Francis? Well, that's the guy that donated all this money to allow us to save all these animals. That's my overall mission, okay? So when you look on this page, I'll move the toolbar here. You can see that overall mission. You don't need that when it comes to planning. It's a good thing to have, but I'm not going to say you need that right now. What I want you to work on is your tactical mission. And we call that a couple different things. Tactical, because a lot of the people I work with, or companies, organizations, well, tactical makes sense. You may call it a North Star, navigational, this is where we're going to go. You might call it a big goal, but it's the big thing that we're going to work on for the next 12 months. What do you really want to accomplish? And this is what's going to help you say no to other things. So I want you to be thinking about the tactical mission today, okay, as we start the new year. What is it that you really want to do? Can you finite that? Can you break that down? Then the vision. What the heck is the vision? The vision has to do with you. The vision is who you're going to become. Now, if we're working with an organization, we can look at the mission and tactical mission, and we can also say, okay, this is what we're going to do over the next 12 months as a business. And then the vision is what the business is going to become. But more than likely, this is just you, right? So we want you to be thinking about, this is what I'm accomplished over 12 months. And then the vision is who I'm going to become. For example, for me, last year, things weren't going great. My health wasn't where I wanted to be, so I took up marathon running. Yes, it was crazy. It was actually a 5K. Did real well in it. Went to a half marathon. Did real well in it. Said, I'm going to run a marathon. Planned to qualify for the Boston Marathon. I went to Indianapolis, kind of had a pull growing at mile 18. Had a real struggle. The end of the marathon, did it in 4 hours. Didn't qualify. Okay, I didn't hit a goal, but what that did is it allows me to focus this year. I'm looking at Toledo in April 27th to go do 3 hour, 30-minute marathon. So I'm 56 years old. That will qualify for me for Boston. So my vision is to become extremely healthy. I'm ending drinking this year, and I'm working on my health. And the third thing is finishing my books. So I have some books that are in the hopper that I've been working on that have just been year after year been scaled back that need to get done, okay? So the vision is writer, marathoner, sub 330, and living a real healthy life next year at this time. See how the vision works? The vision's who you're going to become. Really important in a minute why. I'm going to tell you in a minute when we get in the planning system. As far as tactical mission, my mission has to do, again, with growing so that I can give everything away. But not only that, get myself in a position where I can grow my business. So we're focused on growing our International Inner Circle Mastermind this year, which is something I created last year that I love with amazing people, and also MorningCoach, which is our coaching system. I've done 5,600 coach casts and work with people all over the world. So we're growing that. And I'm going to start helping some other bringing on more coaches to help grow that business. So that's my tactical. Now, what I do is break that down. So let's get back into the planner. When you come back, now that you've written that down, you can come into the day. So let's just go into January. Okay, and as we click into January, I love the navigation on this. We're going to go ahead in January 1. And when we look at the planner, okay, there's a couple things going on. One is the day's focus. So what is the focus for the day? What is your focus for the day? Then we come down to Sacred Six. This is critical. Where the biggest breakdown is with most people is with projects. They have too many things going on. Again, we want you to say no. So the Sacred Six area is going to help you with your mission. These are the things you're doing to achieve. These are the boxes that you're checking off during the day to get things done and to live your dream. And or for me, even the overall mission to help animals and to make a difference in the world. So you're going to write down those things that you're going to accomplish today. And six there's a lot of reasoning to this. Again, it's in our coaching program, but just trust me, you're not going to get more than 6. If you've got 8, if you got 10, if you got 15, you're running into problems, okay? Now, a lot of people say, well, what about consistency? So as we go around this way, you're going to start your day by going, okay, this is my focus today. I'm going to get a little healthier today and organized. Remember, we can do anything in a day. We work with a lot of people, obviously, with addiction that are trying to overcome things. And the truth is, the way you stay away from addiction, whatever it is, whether it's porn, alcohol, drugs, you do it every day. That's all you can do. So you got to focus on the day. So the day's focus may stay sober, right? Or whatever, or avoid porn. I don't know what your deal is or what you're trying to get rid of, but you can do it in a day. When you get ahead of yourself, writing a book's a great example of that. If you think about sitting down and writing a book, you're talking about 60,000 words. If you just sit down and go, okay, I'm going to write 500 words today, you can do that. Okay, so that's your day's focus. Then we come into our Sacred Six. And this is critical. Again, you're going to write down the tasks that you need to do that are going to take you to your mission. Again, gratitude is really critical in our systems. You're going to look at what you're grateful for today. Then your consistency area. This is where I copy and paste over. Okay, that's why sometimes with the books device I have a little bit of a problem because their copy and paste doesn't work. But this is where you're working on your vision. Okay, so for me, drinking. Why drinking? Because whenever I drink, I get sick. It's not going to help me hit that 330 goal to make a difference. So I'll put that down there. How about running? Running is another one. Okay, that's a vision thing. I didn't talk about my flying, but getting my pilot's license and flying is another one. Those are things that I'm habitually doing consistently that are taking me to my vision. Okay, so most of these are going to be vision-based. It might be morning routine or morning ritual. It may be, did you listen to MorningCoach, consistently every day? It's different things that you're going to do that are going to help you reach your vision. So if we look at this again, you've got your sacred 6 to do, you've got your gratitude, and then you got your consistency. Your sacred 6 helping you with your mission, and then your consistency is going to help you with the things that are going to help you achieve your vision. Then obviously we write down some of our goals. Again, to me, I copy and paste these. These 2 areas are copy and pasted over day by day. Miss to do is those things like pick up milk, things that aren't going to help you hit your dream. And then you're reading. What are you reading? Now, we added some new pages for those of you that are with us. We have our health information. So we have our daily readiness. That's a lot of times if you're tracking, I have a Whoop device, you'll put that down. Your sleep score, your HRV, your steps, your weight, if you take it, your blood pressure, strength training, mobility, and cardio. Your macros, you can fill those in or put in the numbers as you eat at the end of the day. Your water consumption, and then your mood. We have a journal here, which is great. And then throughout the day, you're going to capture your daily wins. Really important technique that we use. And then next has to do with the Hemingway method. If you're a writer or you're anybody that does anything, right? It's hard to get started again. So next is your projects that you're going to wake up in the morning and start the next day with. Where did you leave them at? So you know how to get started pretty quickly with them, okay? So those are the daily sheets that you're filling out every day. There's other processes I'll go over in the channel to help you out a little bit more, but I want you focused right now primarily on your sacred 6 and on your consistency. We've got, and what is that? Your mission and your vision. If you start getting those things together, this planner is going to help you so much. There's a lot here, and obviously I can't go through everything. I'm going to try to do as much as I can here by doing videos. You can get involved in the Morning Coach. If you don't want to, it's totally cool. But the program works. And the reason it works is because it structures you so you start saying no to more things and you get an organized system that you're using consistently on a consistent basis going into the new year. So I've been doing it for 20 years. We have so many success stories because people are really starting to focus in and get organized and be able to structure their things. And the thing is, with these programs, like this plan, right, the way we coach, is people underestimate what they can do in a long amount of time, but they overestimate what they can do in a short amount of time. When you stick with something and you get a program in place and you start doing it day by day, it will get better over time. I talk about Jürgen, our German engineer who I love to death, who's a black belt in our system. Jürgen came to one of our meetings and said, my wife didn't understand this program when I started. First year, second year, she was still going, why are you investing in this? What is going on? Why are you doing this planning every morning? He literally has a planner. He goes down on his podium. He does a system. He's got it amazing what he's done. Second year, finally, she came to him and said, I don't know what you're doing with Morning Coach in this planning system, but I like who you've become. And Jürgen's now in C-suite. He's growing. He goes, she says, I like the calmness and the man you've become. To me, it was an amazing compliment to hear that because, we get that in our systems, but it's just if you can stick with something over time instead of continually switching, and you can utilize these devices like the reMarkable and start utilizing it as a planning system. For me, the reMarkable Pay Pro or the reMarkable 2, I just use it as a planning system. I'm not using this for anything else, okay? Some minimal notes, maybe a journal once in a while, but this is my planning system. If you're really serious about living a great life, not just an average life, so many people live average life. If you want to live a great life, like I'm trying to beat 1,500 people, never been a runner, but at 56 years old, qualified for the Boston Marathon, never ran track, never did anything. I don't want to be average. If you don't want to be average, you want to excel, then you get a program together, you get a plan that you work consistently over time, and eventually you get there. Now, we're evolving our systems. We got a free longevity planner coming and an anti-aging planner. It's unbelievable. I'm working with Dr. Paul Kilgore from Wayne State, one of the world's experts on he's a professor and a physician on longevity and health. We're going to be bringing that because a lot of my members and people I work with are older. A lot of people are successful, and they're looking for that little tweak to give them that advantage. And that's what really we're doing here. And you've got to get that mission, and you got to get that vision aligned and know who you're going to become and get that mission. And who are you working with over the next 12 months to really excel? Because that's really the secret to this. So this is a free planner. Just jump into it. I'm open to questions. I do my best, okay? But obviously this is a system that I've done my PhD, my MBA. I've studied for 20 years. This is something it's my life's work, and we've got thousands of people around the world that are utilizing it right now. It's not something I take very lightly, and for obvious reasons, because I'm dedicated to it and I'm committed to this. I'm committed to my people. That's what I'm about, and I want to change the world, and we do that one person at a time, and I don't want to be average. Enough people out there. I want to focus on being the best, and this will help you But the two things to get this year started right are mission, okay, and vision. And remember, what is it? Mission is your sacred 6 to do, and vision is your consistency, who you're going to become. Okay, let's get on it. Lots of love. Any questions, hit the comments. Of course, you can email us, but we're all rocking here. Make sure you subscribe. If you like the video, awesome. If you don't like it, that's all right. You can hit the dislike. I'm totally cool. We're all about making the world a better place, and we're going to keep rocking it no matter what. All right, lots of love to you. We'll see you in the next video.